What's up, guys? Welcome back. Just want to start off, I made a big change. I went ahead and switched from the Fords, which I've been driving for the last 15 years, and went over to a GMC. I went and picked up a 2025 GMC 2500 AT4X with the AEV edition, and I gotta tell you, I love this thing. Couple reason I switched was just I didn't feel that the craftsmanship was still there in the Fords, and I wanted something a little more solid with all the money you were paying with these trucks. Ford was super creaky in the dash and etc., but you know, these GMCs feel really solid. It's funny, I was actually getting rid of the one because it had what's called the typewriter tick, and the dealership was going to buy it back for me, and I was going to go get a new Ford. And while I was just test driving the one that I thought I was going to get, I happened to drive past the GMC dealership on the test drive and saw him sitting there and said, hey, I should probably go take a look. When I left there, I stopped and I test drove one of the new GMCs, and I was blown away. I've never had a heavy duty IFS or independent front suspension truck, but it truly blew me away. It drove amazing. The quality and craftsmanship in these new trucks seems really good. I have not been a fan of Chevy or GMC since probably the early 2000s, but I think they really outdid themselves on these new ones. This truck itself drives amazing, especially for a heavy duty truck. You know, obviously I know there's some limitations to the IFS, but again, what I plan to tow and if the off-roading I plan to do, this truck is more than capable of doing it, and I expect to do really well. I've already taken it off-roading just a little bit down some, you know, good dirt roads, things like that, pretty ungroomed, and it did fantastic. But yeah, so far I dig this truck a lot, and if you guys are on the fence, I would highly recommend it. I'm thoroughly impressed. So couple downsides, if there are, this truck does not get as good of gas mileage as my Ford did. It's probably a mile per hour less, or excuse me, mile per gallon less than the Super Duty Ford did. And the center console is, I love all this stuff here, but the center console itself is probably not as usable. Kind of some smaller cup holders, things like that, but other than that, there's no complaints. I love the tailgate on this thing, how it drops down into a step itself, and yeah, I mean, it's great. Everything's super functional up here. I love the buttons. Screen's great. Sound system's good. I mean, this truck is really good and good solid quality. There's no creaking or, you know, anything like that when you're pressing on the dash or as you're driving down the road. So highly recommend. Yeah. Hey guys, why don't you come along and take a ride up to Bryan Head, Utah with us. We're gonna take the new truck, try and break it in a little bit, get some miles on her, and yeah, we're gonna head up there, do a little mountain biking, and possibly look for a new vacation rental. So it should be a good little trip to come along and break the truck in. When it comes to fueling this thing, 35 gallons of fuel, which is great compared to the Ford. Only took about 32 gallons if I'm not mistaken, so it has a few extra gallons of fuel, which is good, but that's it. So here we are up in Bryan Head. Finally made it. You can see the weather's just perfect, and the truck's looking really good sitting out here in the nice sun. We did take a nice little trip up to the top of Bryan Head, which is awesome. If you just follow the main road up, you'll make a left-hand turn on a dirt road, and it takes you to the very peak of Bryan Head, which is at 11,300 feet, so pretty high elevation, which is cool. Get spectacular views. On the way up there, the truck handled awesome. It was just a dirt road, nothing crazy or anything like that, but there's a little snow, a little mud, and the truck handled perfectly. Never even had to touch four-wheel drive or lock the rear axle, anything like that. And again, going back to the IFS suspension, it is so smooth. I'm just still blown away at this truck. Again, no rattling inside the truck, nothing like that. Everything just feels super solid and really smooth. Very comfortable for everybody. The inside of these trucks is super luxurious. Honestly, more luxurious than I probably would normally want, but I'm good with it. You know, these things have massaging seats, heated, cooled, everything like that. And what's nice about the AEV edition is you get all the skid plates already under there. So when I went to wash this thing when I was done, it was a mess. That Utah mud, that red mud, is red and it gets everywhere. So but the skid plate's definitely just easy to get under there and wash it off, and it doesn't kind of splatter all over the frame and make it super hard to wash. So super happy for that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. The views up here are awesome, and I hope you guys come back for more. I'll definitely put some more videos up. Right now the truck's only got about 1,500 miles on it, so as I put some more miles on, I'll update you guys, and if you have any questions, let me know. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that'd be